or get overloaded. And so then they vent and they just get pounded on, or they shoot, at which point they're not able to pull their shields up. So it creates all these conundrums for the enemy. One of the reasons why these are so successful is, one, we're not using a whole lot of burst damage weapons. So you can argue that the heavy maulers, these are mostly for range. So the heavy mauler is range 1000, the hypervelocity driver is range of 1000, so that's why these guys can shoot really far, and that's the longest range ballistics I can get on this, which is why we're using them. The mortars actually do more, the heavy mortars do more damage than the heavy mauler, but their range is 700 less. So if we wanted to use those, we'd probably switch over from heavy maulers to, say, mortars, for example, range is 700. We would change the hypervelocity drivers, most likely over to heavy needlers, as in everything would have the same range. And that would do more damage, but less range, and a big slow ship needs that range, otherwise things can run away. But with the missiles, which is where its primary damage is, this is essentially where its burst damage is, here and there, to an extent. Here more. And where its sustained damage is off in the field is where all the fighters are, which is why we are not using bombers, we're using fighters. So we're using a Warthog, which is a criminally undervalued fighter in the Starsector community, I've found. We have the Thunders, which turns off people's engines and also kills enemy fighters. And we have broadswords. We have two more. We have two broadswords instead of two Warthogs, because broadswords deal a lot of shield damage. And they also have better range than Warthogs, so they're able to chase down enemy ships, surround them, batter down their shields very slowly, albeit slowly. And yeah, they're able to do a ton of damage, and they're able to do it consistently. So the enemy fleet really has to choose whether or not they are going to... they have to choose if they're going to... you end up forcing them to make hard choices, which makes it easier for the hurricane and the squalls to just sort of do their jobs. You could make something similar to this with the Paragon, where you have a lot of, say, lasers, I guess, or something. You could have a lot of plasma cannons on a Paragon. And that's great, because these actually do consistent damage on a regular basis. That's good. So you could have lots of plasma cannons, you could have lots of heavy blasters, wherever those are on the stack, right here. And whatever you can use for small that also does a lot of high burst damage. And you could just dump a whole lot of damage onto the enemy very quickly, building up your soft flux, then using a fortress shield to get it back down. And with that, you can probably batter down enemy shields. So what's the problem? Well, again, the Paragon, it is stuck having to deal with the fact that it uses this pattern of, it uses fortress shields to then let its soft flux dissipate. Now, while it's doing that, you might have done a whole lot of damage, but this also means that now you can't fight at all. Or you sort of can, but not really, while that's going down. So if you had a bunch of Paragons, that can work really well, but only if the enemy isn't able to really get around them. They also can't shoot over each other like the missiles can. So you could specialize them. So let's see, if you're using Paragons, you could have... And it's 3,000 points, because when we attacked the station, we had 300 points to use. That means you could have 5 Paragons. If they all have a bunch of D-mods on them, you have 5 D-mods, 6%. What does that come to? You can have up to 5 D-mods. 5 times 6 is 30, so you're reducing that by about a third-ish. So 60 becomes 40. If you don't have people on them, that becomes 30. So you're able to field 10 Paragons. They might be able to do pretty damn well if you have 10 paragons. But does 10 paragons... Is that enough? How many does this have? Come on, I need something really jacked up. Does 10 paragons beat... Let's see, is 22 the lowest it gets? I think it is. Well, it gets lower because if we put an officer on it, we throw ourselves on it, I don't think it changes, right? Oh, it goes up to 28. Okay. So we have 30 points versus we have 30 versus 22. So if we do some simple math here, we can sort of ask the question of do 13 legions beat 10 paragons? And assuming you have like 20 of each ship. Well, 20 paragons probably beats this many legions. But we have a problem. And that problem is whenever that paragon has to vent, he's going to be vulnerable for a very long time. And unless they're built to actually deal with fighters, they're going to be drowning in fighters. It's going to be doing so much damage to them. The other thing is that the AI for paragons is actually kind of stupid. So whenever it's taking... So the AI doesn't like to bring down its shields at all, unless it's not being attacked or in range of anything, really. I mean, it's kind of silly. So what that translates to is all these paragons are going, because the fighters are constantly on them, they're all going to get their hard flux really high because they never take their shields down. And so then you have... Yeah, and then you have this situation where now the paragons need to start venting. Well, the paragons could actually escort each other, essentially. They could protect each other. So if you have enough firepower, the only thing is they're all going to gradually get their hard flux too high. And they're going to want to use their... The AI is going to want to use its fortress shields all the time because it's constantly getting attacked with all kinds of stuff. So it's just going to build up hard flux and build up hard flux and build up hard flux. And then you sort of have a scenario that's like with the AI using large phase ships, where they eventually realize, oh, I need to vent all my flux. So then they actively vent their flux, and they're just getting hammered by something. So I don't know, like you, if I had to put my money on something, I would say that 20 paragons beats 20 legions, because that's typically how it goes. The ships that you can field less of but have more of in your fleet tend to beat the ships that you can field more of but have the same amount in a fleet. So like 20, so let's say we had 20 onslaughts versus 20 paragons. The paragons probably what? It's also the whole thing of they have that extended range, which also makes them really dangerous. So, but the paragons are really good against alpha strike damage. They're not necessarily so good against sustained damage. Really good against alpha, not so good against sustained, I don't think. That's just me. That makes any sense. But 20 paragons is probably the most dangerous fleet you can get in the game, especially if you can have them all defending each other. Alright, the invasion of Tartatus of the Sindrian Dictate. Inspections underway, huh? They're going to Matanzas, huh? Good luck with that. Alright, let's go find these guys and kill them all. I mean, honestly, they're probably dying somewhere right now. They might be over here? Maybe they jumped in on Liberacia and are currently getting, like, parted out. The invasion of Tartessus. Okay, well, we don't know what that one is. Oh, okay. This is where they are. That's... Alright, and hey, free legion. We'll take it. Bye. Ah, this is nice. Jump in, guys. You got this. Give me free ships. That's a Griffin. I don't really want that. We don't want that one. Let's see. Mora, Onslaughts, Valkyrie, Griffin. Another Onslaught, Condors. Alrighty. We're gonna take that back. That's nice. Ah, good. The patrol aesthetics finished. Damn it. That's too much. Let's see what we can get from here. Nothing. Alright, sounds good. Very nice. Alright, Kina, yeah, they're fine. Let's see. Braddock. You're upgrading? So Braddock, let's go to... Damn it. Let's go to CX. Upgrade that to a military base. Data loan. Yes, military base time. Oh, Legion. We'll take it. Damn it. Okay, cool. And let's see, that colony threat is no more. Very nice. Okay, good. We're not at war with the... Yeah, we're not at war with them yet. Alright, well, we got a free onslaught out of that. So, not a free onslaught. We got a free... I think I've been playing for too long. It's been like 4 hours. We got a free legion out of that. That's it. That's the word. Alright, so the Dixhat got into battle. That's good. Let's repair all ships. Oh yeah, we do have tech mining, so did we get anything new? No. Sounds good. Let's see, does the Dixhat even have any power? No, it is literally last. It has, hey, it has, you know, 3 heavy industry stats, so that's nothing to scoff at, right? Refit, that's what I'm looking for. So don't be afraid to, I've already said this before, but don't be afraid to put these points in there. If the ship gets destroyed or lost, you'll be able to recoup those incredibly quickly, because the game is built to get you those extra points fairly quickly. Alright, so Mr. Shades. What do you do, Mr. Shades? You're a negotiator. Instigate rebellion. Well, well, well. Raise relations. I could use someone who can raise relations. But do I want to dismiss my other operative? I could. You're a saboteur. You're a hybrid, so you can destabilize. I think I'm going to dismiss you and hire this other person. Hello, Miss Shades. Come here. Alright, you shady AF woman. But it's like cat lady. Your job. So I want you to travel somewhere. Right, sit. Known enemies, known allies. Yeah, they aren't enemies with Tritachyon anymore. They made peace with them. So super shady, right? Alright, so we need the path and a Tritachyon to sort of be chill. And so we can invite Tritachyon into our whole organization here. Then we can be friends with the like we can be friends with the corporate douchebags. All right, so let's have you head on over to Coulon. Your job is to go to Coulon with our other friend. He's parti. Let's hope you go to Ochibres. Do it. Then I want to queue a mission. Oh. Right. Fine. Alright then. I want to abort that mission. I instead want you to travel to Casadon. And then I want you to raise relations with Tritachyon. Do it. So your job is raising relations with the path. The other one's job is raising relations with Tritachyon. It works! Alright, let's hope that Tartessus falls so that then we can snipe it. From the diktat. We'll just take it right from them. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Alright, let's go see how this wonderful little battle is going on between these two people. We can also instigate rebellions. Ooh. This guy wants to say hello. Let's say hi. This is the end for you, Pather Pirate Fen. The Persian League wills it! Die. Let's throw out the cheapest stuff we've got. Because the Persian League wills it. Right. I want you guys to go over there. We're gonna go over here. And then these people are all gonna die. So conquests are nice. They're just really not the strongest. I don't think even having this will be enough to push this up to the point where it's going to matter. Okay, it looks like there's an enemy ship over here. Because the AI was reacting to them. The AI can always see the entire map, but we can't. Okay, but we have 5 points. Kill that. Alright, let's do this. So we're going to jump into our Afflicted. I guess if you're doing like a warship playthrough, then probably having a bunch of Paragons is a good idea. You could set them up in a line, like we do sometimes. And they'd probably be incredibly dangerous. Okay, nice. All those missiles pointlessly flying past us. The enemy is still staying out of the no man's land, it seems. Ooh, E. Makes me think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's a scene a friend of mine showed me in college where it's got one of the characters, he's like, ooh, ee, ah, ooh. It's like, I think it's supposed to be like the longest death scene ever. Or something like that. Go, Legion! Do it! So yeah, again, the idea of some blinking and running into things. Yeah, the idea of like modern militaries and how missiles have pretty much become the meta. World War One, the meta was essentially just big battleships. World War Two, the meta effectively became carriers. World War III, or current era, we're not actually quite in World War III yet, the meta is effectively going to be missile destroyers. Because your missile could have a nuke in it. And it doesn't really matter. Alright. He's overextended a little bit, but not by anything substantial. I wouldn't even say he's overextended, he's just out front. Yeah, these two conquests are sort of staying near each other, supporting each other pretty well. Come on, I want to see some Mervs heading towards that. Oh, now he is overextended for sure. Get it! Get it! So why do I like missiles in this game? Well, why do I like missiles and why do I like carriers in this game? Well, I'm able to I'm able to have an entire fleet's armament sort of focus on one specific enemy. That tends to work pretty well. They don't always do that, but when you're playing with more carriers than you are fighters, more carriers than we. I'll get this out eventually. Don't. It's been a while. It's been a good amount of time. We've been playing for a while. You're able to have most, if not all, of your fighters go and focus on attacking one specific target, and they're able to just rip them to pieces. As we dodge some pylons. Oh no. Get up. Very nice. He's kind of needing to... He's choosing to keep his hard flux down, but... I don't know if that's going to work out for him. It didn't work out for him. At this point, well, we win. We can full assault and just kill everything. Nice. The other thing I like about fighters is that the fighters are effectively our they're effectively our anti-destroyer and anti-frigate ships. So we can sort of focus the rest of our stuff on killing on having weapons that kill the cruisers and destroyers. I mean cruisers and battleships. Capitals. We can sort of see that right here, like, they're focusing, and a lot of the force is focusing on that one person. They're going to just part them out really quickly. And when we were primarily using Moras, we saw more of the fighters killing everything than the actual ships themselves. Alright. Pursue them. Have fun. Okay. Oh, let's keep going. Those guys decided to throw themselves on their swords. And the game is starting to lag. Can we make peace with you guys? You're going to lay. I'm gone. You're only sending 7 fleets. Oh, this Grand Invasion fleet. Doing its job. Let's see, we want this? No. If we're good. Let's check out what's in here, though. Alright, well. How goes the battle? Well, they seem to be getting disrupted pretty hard. I would like to take this planet from them, though. Get more food. Of course, Tritachyon doesn't like us anyway, so who cares? Attack of victory? Oh my. So, how stable is this now? 0 stability. Sounds good. And that's a 7, right? Let's see. They're going to be dead soon anyway, right? The dictat usually falls apart pretty quickly. They really like us, though. But I'd like to stable... well, you know what? I will give them one chance. Join me. Fine. Have it your way. Die. You will join my alliance, so you will die. We will take that planet by force. It will be ours. The Pathers and the pirates and the reputable traders will become a new domain. And the independents, of course, they're chill. As the fleet goes flying. Get up. Ow. You just hear them. Ah! His friend exploded and killed him at the same time. Double kill! Alright guys, let's go over there. Get it! Yeah, I think there's some warthogs there. Ooh, ooh, No double kill though. Okay. Oh man, this poor Sunder is gonna eat 2 mervs. There's nothing left. It's there for about a second and then it evaporates. Go, warthogs! Do all the damage! Nice, I got a Harbinger coming on from up there. That's good. Let's see. He's first. Kill him. Ah. Need to avoid these harpoons. He's really spending his anti-fighter missiles to try and take down my shields. You fool! That's what I wanted. So I think we only need to, like, be close enough to hit them with it originally, and then we can run away. As my ship is about to just explode. A light breeze will make my ship explode. As he's desperately, like, shooting at these fighters that are terrorizing him. So we need to turn around so we don't just explode the moment we debuff him. Oh no, here comes all the fighters. We need to get behind a Legion or something. Because those are all coming at me. Okay. I think we're okay. And there he goes. Nice. Here. Ah, ooh, ooh. Yeah, let's have this afflictor leave. Like, screw this. And all these mirrors coming in. Down he goes. Not too bad. Full assault, everyone. Got it. Oh, they've got that last conquest, do they? Let's have some fun with them, shall we? I don't think I've ever seen hurricanes actually hit a gremlin or a phase ship. They probably hit them all the time, I just don't notice. It was a Doom. Doom's gonna be nasty. Well, there goes that conquest. It's a very big, scary conquest. And that Doom is absolutely screwed. Because, one, the AI is not very good at flying them anyway. And two, carriers are a hard counter to phase ships. So he's absolutely screwed. Yeah, if I had to say one thing on why I prefer to use Tibicina's deteriorating. I can't have that. Tibicina, what is wrong? There, now you're fine. The dictator is still friendly to us. They won't be for long. So we invade them. Yeah, they have some. Let's overly bombard them. Oh no! Let's invade Tartessus. Alright, there are rebels, and those rebels we can work with. So they're doing all right here. Not doing too well over here. Let's see, ours are worth 1,300. Yeah. We can just kind of attack everything at once and win. For the most part. See this? This is mine now. And I want you to go to the spaceport. All our fleets go in to kill them. Mine, mine. Soon to be mine and mine. Well, this will be the last battle of this. Excellent. Thanks for my new colony, guys. Yeah, I just need to stabilize it. Nice. So, this is wonderful. So we're going to need to stabilize it eventually. There's not a rebellion going on at the moment, which is good. Oh, good, we got money. Warning, low RAM. Okay, well, that might be a good stopping point, but let's go and see who else we can turn. We can give. Let's see, I think you're building, right? Yeah. Salix. What about Daedalon? Daedalon's going. What about Lucifer? We can upgrade this. Yeah, we got that one. Right, guys, that does seem like a good stopping point for today. So, we're going to take a pause there. Alright, everyone. My name is Muir, and we're going to stop the stream for today. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you all later. Check out my YouTube channel if you haven't. I have lots of stuff on there. Lots of Let's Plays, lots of ship build guides, and all kinds of good stuff for you. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Alright, guys, let's go and get back into it. So, yeah, I don't think anything's uploading right now. So where were we? What were we doing? Yeah, this all looks good. What in the world were we doing again? Right, so we just took Tortesus. How are we going over here? Right. I don't know why we were going over there, so we're gonna like pass on that. Tortesus, how we doing? Yeah, that's right. So we need to wait for this, so it's gonna be 52 days before we can try to stabilize it. And we need to essentially kill this rebellion as soon as possible. So let's go over to operatives. Right. Alright, I want you to travel to Tartessus. Do it. Then I had to make sure these guys have a lot of marines and weapons and such. Station commander. Right. Portmaster. Quartermaster. Do we have a rebellion going on right now? On Tortesus? No, we just have recent unrest. Okay, so what can I do then to give it as much benefit as possible? So I need to what do I need to get these up and running? They don't have any shortages right now, so that's good. I just need to stabilize it. I can't do that for about 2 months or so. So things are just going to go the way they're going to go. So the independence could be a bit of an issue here. Also, what's our fleet like now? Not fleet departures, but fleet log. Where are we now on the scoreboard? Ooh, yes, I like it. We get a free, 7 points out of that. So, we actually need to just hang out for a little bit until this is back online, and then we can probably do something with that. Turn it into a stronger faction. Turn it into something that's a bit stronger, a bit more useful. Okay, goods. If I remember correctly, those guys are somewhat profound. These are probably my pirate buddies. Pirate friendos! As long as they don't cause me any problems, we're good. Okay, so every month this should go down, so in around 9 months it'll be more stable, but... Okay, good. Government victory on Tibicina. That's mine now, permanently. We're never going to give it up. Let's start Tartessus. Where's Tibicina? Alright, so we got that. Sounds good. And let's see. Those guys. Indrik. Oh, colony threats only. This is going to Lamcon. They're basically just going to throw themselves into a meat grinder. I'm fine with that. And yeah, that's about it. When we get money next month, I'm going to need to pump that into making a defense fleet for Tartessus. Because if I don't, Tartessus might get jacked. But let's see. Request a fleet. Its job will be defense. We could do relief. Not under player control. High cost. Skill with market. Okay. Defense. Origin market will be Matanzas. And the target market will be Tartessus. Okay, I just need to keep bringing the cost down until we can afford it. And so that entire thing is just going to go and just defend Tartessus. We don't want to lose it. But in just a little bit, we're going to get just some cash. Hopefully. Maybe not. And we'll go from there. Alright, well, we got some money. That works. Can we... Okay, good. This one is slightly more stable than before. That works for me. Let's slap that Patrol HQ on there. And let's go to Tibicina. You're working on it. I mean, it's not going to fall apart right now. And its real issue is these. So, I got those. Ulara. Yeah, let's make this a military bay. Let's see. HQ. CX, I think. Datalon. Lucy. Muir. That's 4 hours. That works. We're basically just gonna have a huge army on pretty much each one of these. Not necessarily an army, but you get what I'm saying. And how is Startasis doing? Stability of 1, good enough. The unrest is going down. We just need that defense fleet to get over here, and then we're good. Then we can go leave and do other things. A relief convoy. Thank you, pirate friendos. And who are these guys? Smugglers. Independence sounds good. Hey, nice. I love it. Okay, so we're making some cash. Got some of this taken care of. That's good. So these guys are going to throw themselves onto our swords. I like it. Now we have 13 days until arrival, and the hedge hates us. We already took down Tibicina. We already took down Chisimostok, so that was easy. The Syndrian Dictat is furious with us at the moment. It wants to ask us what our friggin' problems are. It's just like, bruh, why? And we kind of need to make some money, but we kind of need for this fleet to arrive in 5 days. And then we'll be fine to leave. But yeah, everything should work out pretty well. Anytime, friendos. Anytime. Okay, they have arrived. Anytime. Okay, that's them. So we're good. We can leave now. Go do other things. So we've got Canaan taken care of. We pretty much own most of Yos Exodus. I mean, Betis is fine. We can just leave them there, and they won't be a major problem for us. Nova Maxios is over there doing its thing. We have this, but we have this colony in Nova Maxios. Then there are a lot of potential markets here to make a lot of money with. Make a lot of money with, and get a lot of population with. Alright, pirate buddies. It's gonna be a while. These guys are all busy being problems for us. So we could head down here and get some more alpha cores. It'll take us a while to get there though. Let's see. Fine. Oh, it's a Dictat Hunter fleet. Let's kill it. Alright, it's time for you guys to die. Throw myself in. Throw all the fleet in. Let's kill them. Alright, so let's try. Now they have a bunch of conquests there. So let's go ahead and spread ourselves out a little bit. I guess we'll go over here. Excellent. We're going to jump in there. We're going to spread ourselves out into a big line, and then we'll just see what we do from there. Alright, good. Everyone is sort of in position. Let's go. Let's go find the enemy and kill them all. Let their small fleets catch up with us so they can die sooner. Now, those Harbingers, as we know, can be a little bit of a problem, but not really as much of one as you might think. Alright. Those guys will probably die. That Falcon, I think it is probably going to die pretty soon. Good. He's in trouble. Getting jacked. Excellent. Kill him. Instead. I want to be a kill command instead. Jack him up. There he goes. Nice. You will be next. It's time to kill this guy. Yeah, just the sheer power that you have with this kind of build. So I gave Paragons a shot in dev mode, and yeah, I don't like them. They didn't seem particularly good, in my opinion. You can't use a lot of them, and they have a lot of problems. They're also too slow to really catch up with things. So your options boil down to outranging everything, or if you try to do that, you can't necessarily do a ton of damage to them. Like, tachyon beams are really nice, but most of the ships that we don't have problems with, like the remnants, are actually pretty dangerous for Paragons to some extent. This seems to be a bit better, especially being able to dump all these missiles into enemies. Being able to bring all of our force to bear. Pretty